Alright, well. Heal Tarek a bit. And we will go Sojourners, Tyari, Tarek, Traveler, this, and we'll pull the Great Beyond.
Brace yourselves.
Never submit. Unyielding.
Tarek levels up, and everything gets, what, +2/+2 and Overwhelm? I think we might have it. Hey everyone, Raptor Spank here. Today I've got a dash of flavor for you, the show where I build a deck around one of Runeterra's notable stories, characters, or races. You may have noticed that many cards in Legends of Runeterra have fun voice lines with various triggers such as entering the battlefield or casting spells.
Will no one listen?
Many of these cards will interact with other notable characters as well.
Well, this is a surprise.
Not now.
This series is where I construct a deck meant to showcase these interactions. This episode, I've built a deck around the story of one of Runeterra's transgender characters, Tyari the Traveler. Tyari set off on their journey with a few companions to ascend Mount Targon and become who they were meant to be. They set off on their journey with a couple of companions.
Today is the day we master the mountain.
I know we can reach the top if we work together.
And was seen off by a cousin of theirs.
Will these gems help me on my journey?
I certainly hope so, cousin.
They encountered many people on their climb, from the Mentor of the Stones.
I'm mad about gems.
I can see that.
Be nice.
To a mountain scryer.
We chart our path by the stars.
I prefer a good old-fashioned map and compass.
And even the aspect of the protector, Tarek himself.
Tarek! Are you here to help me?
The journey is yours, but I'll help where I can.
At the summit, they are judged worthy by the Arbiter of the Peak.
This is the mountain's final test.
I hope you see in my heart what I have felt all along.
And become the Traveler. The Traveler herself has a variety of lines with the same characters, such as her cousin.
Now they see who I truly am.
I saw you, but I did not know you.
Her former companions.
Keep climbing. Don't give up.
Where have I heard that before?
And even her past self.
I'll become who I was always meant to be. You have always been that person.
The Traveler also converses with the Mentor.
May all those who journey find what they seek.
Indeed, and I am currently seeking a snack.
And the Arbiter.
Because of you, I can serve to inspire others.
I do not err in my judgment.
But the Traveler isn't the only character in this story. Tarek talks with the Mentor.
Sure, you're all shiny and majestic, but can you float?
I could certainly try.
The Sojourners.
The Shield of Valoran?
Oathbreaker.
Indeed, I am both.
The Arbiter.
Come, Guardian.
Trespassers will be vanquished.
And even Aurelian's Soul.
Dragon.
Fashion disaster.
The Mountain Scryer comments on various Celestials.
A young rapport once gazed upon these stars.
And so does Aurelian's Soul.
A familiar face for you Runeterrans.
Finally, a couple characters react to spells such as Gift Giver.
These gems grant Awera harmony.
Or Tarek.
Honor the mountain.
Now let's go over the deck, starting with a champion package. This starts with 3 copies of Tarek and 3 copies of Aurelian's Soul. Then we go on to the followers. We have 3 copies of Gift Giver, 2 copies of Solari Soldier, 3 copies of Tyari the Traveler, 3 copies of Young Witch, 3 copies of Mentor of the Stones, 3 copies of Solari Priestess, 3 copies of Mountain Scryer, 3 copies of Mountain Sojourners, 3 copies of Arbiter of the Peak. Then we have 2 copies of Ghost, 2 copies of Guiding Touch, 1 copy of Deny, and 3 copies of Will of Ionia. The goal of this deck is to trigger support as often as possible while curving out. This should power level a Tarek or slam an early Arbiter of the Peaks. Then we have Aurelian's Soul to close out the late game. The deck includes 2 copies of Ghost to cheat in that last hit against go-wide decks and can be used on Tarek to give 2 units elusive. Deny is included as an answer for extremely potent late-game spells, such as the Skies Descend or other slow celestial spells. The Solari Priestess is here to hopefully pull the Traveler, but can also grab the Warrior or strong spot removal. Ultimately, our goal is to leverage powerful synergies to create many sizable threats that our opponent can't deal with. If you want to try the deck for yourself, you can find the deck code in the description below. Also, I forgot to enable my microphone for a couple of games, so if you want to see a ghosted Aurelion Soul hitting our opponent, check the clip out on my Instagram, which is @RaptorSpank. Now let's hop into normals for a couple of games to see the deck in action. Alright, here we go again. Some janky pile of cards. I'm guessing this is some sort of similar to the Mount Targon ramp deck, except they couldn't decide what they want to ramp into. So, it's tempting to keep this Aurelion Soul, since this seems like the kind of pile we'd be most likely played against. We have a really aggressive curve out here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, you know, I'm going to keep all four. I think having this Aurelion Soul for the late game might be incredibly important for us. I mean, Tyari into Priestess isn't the best curve, but could be pretty strong here. We just want to hope that our opponent is late game ramp. And doesn't have, like, Avaros and Sentry would be kind of bad.
Together,
Tempting to Ghost just to get the damage through, but it's not worth it.
fight or die.
Alright, we are a Tyari deck. But I think that's worth trading with if our opponent wants to. Alright. That is too much of a threat. And trading on our turn means they don't get damage through. So, pour one out for Tyari, I guess. Alright. I see your Solari Priestess, and I raise you a Priestess. That's probably what this deck is. It's a written in star / entreat deck. I mean, we're here for the Traveler. The other ones would be... I mean, I probably should take Comet there, if we actually care about playing well. But we're here to have fun. And I will block that. Now, I guess we probably play Tarek this turn. Yeah, we'll play Tarek. It would be such a waste to ghost Tarek this turn, but man, I might do it. Okay, now we won't.
Back, heretic.
Okay. Alright, sure. That's fine. Basically wasted that spell for our opponent, so I mean, we'll take that. Now, hopefully he doesn't do a board wipe. So I was going to play Mentor of Stones here, but I suppose Mountain Sojourners is the better play. We'll take the hit. We'll take the hit from Trundle here.
And good luck on your journey.
Yeah, I mean, we can't kill Trundle, so this is gonna be scary. Tempting to play this Mentor of Stones, but we're gonna play Traveler and hope we can find removal, but not so lucky. I guess Destroyer's actually pretty good, though. Serpent's tempting to pull Trundle away. I think we'll actually do that. You know what? I think we will do that.
And no.
Let us see what our opponent has. Deal 3 to everything? What's he got? -3, deal 3? Ugh, that's highly unfortunate. That was the worst case scenario. Well, our opponent got a pretty lucky find off Priestess.
To protect all.
Oh, we'll pull Trundle out of our way.
Never submit.
Believe or burn.
We're okay with that. We still have one turn before our opponent, unless he plays Weirding Stones right now, which is possible. I guess we're probably going to play this Scryer next turn. Oh, wow. Our opponent is really absurdly lucky, but... Well, that's the Celestial deck for you. Sometimes you just get lucky. Tempting to play the Sojourners, but we're much better off to... Alright, well, our opponent is bad. And we whiffed, so that's also bad. But, yep, there was exactly zero reason for our opponent to not play this Ice Pillar, level up Trundle, and then also play Ravager, unless they have no other 8 costs in their hand, and even still, that's still the better play. It lets them kill my Traveler.
Sure, you're all shiny and majestic, but can you float?
I could certainly try.
The question is, what will we buff with Mentor? I guess we're gonna Mountain Sojourners. What we're gonna do. Let's see what our opponent has.
I thought they said this climb would be a challenge.
Stay humble, child. Targon will deceive you.
Chances are we're going to fly this turn, though. Oh, now he's going to level up the Trundle. That was very nonsensical that he played in the order that he did. So we will Sojourners Mentor, or I guess we will fly first. We're just going to make the beefiest Traveler we can. And I guess we... Oh wait, no. Let's do this. Protect our Sojourners. Perfect. And Mentor will die, but that's fine.
Nowhere left to go but up.
Tarek is nice and beefy. We are in decent shape here. And we have this Will of Ionia, so we can bounce Trundle when he attacks next turn. That's a very weird play if our opponent goes for that. That's a very weird play. Okay. That's fine. Interesting. If our opponent is running Shatter / other ways to cause that to be a problem for us, then you got us, but otherwise I am perfectly okay with that outcome. Just all around weird plays from our opponent, though. I'm not really sure why he's playing stuff in the order that he is. But I mean, it's been good for us. Can't kill the Traveler this turn, so that's fine. We'll probably play this Gift Giver and buff that. I assume he's going to try to kill Tarek, which is fine, because that's not going to happen. He hasn't created any other Celestial cards, so that's pretty good for us. Though it wouldn't surprise me if he slams an Aurelion Soul this turn. Which if he does, it won't actually level up, so that's not the worst case scenario. We're going to play this Arbiter of the Peaks. That's going to happen.
Admire me later.
Man. I am not sure what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing either. I think there's a good chance we'll actually block to kill this Troll Ravager. Okay. Okay. No Aurelion Soul this turn. That's good. That said, he does have a Celestial card, so that's a little scary. I guess we're not even going to bounce Trundle, since that won't actually kill Tarek. Lots of potential cards our opponent could have pulled.
Every gem you bestow reflects the beauty of our world.
Each is made in your name, Protector.
Worst case scenario, actually our opponent only has one Celestial in hand, so they can't have the one that's Behold a Celestial blow us up, essentially. They can't have that one. Yeah, I guess we replace Gem Giver. I don't think we're gonna play this gem because there's a good chance we want to use it on Tarek. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the big damage. Which is gonna be this, 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 in that order.
Just a little farther.
Then we'll throw Traveler here, pull that.
Everyone okay?
Unyielding.
These two can't take damage, so I'm not too worried about them blocking.
You got a problem?
I guess we did risk our Sojourners. That's one of the more scary things. But our opponents use a lot of Frostbite cards, so I assume they have more. And then the question is whether we care to save this Sojourner or not. I don't think we do, actually. Yeah, we'll let her die.
I'm here.
What's he got? I'm guessing an Aurelian Soul here. Okay, he doesn't have that.
Ready when you are. Always ready.
These still can't take damage, right? Yeah, okay, we'll just slam an Aurelian Soul. Wow. So many good cards to choose from. I mean, we can't not take Living Legends while we're about to flip an Aurelian Soul, right? I mean, if he has a way to kill Aurelian Soul, then you got us, but... yeah, nope. Yeah, this is bad for our opponent. Not impossible for them to win. They have an unknown Celestial in hand, so if they can get another Celestial card, it could be a board wipe that just blows us out. That is one of the worst finds that we can get. We will cast this, though, and probably put it on Tarek. The good part here is we can play more things out of our hand. We can play this Will of Ionia.
I created galaxies faster than this.
Because we're just looking to cast a bunch of free spells. Yeah, that's totally fine. So that was the Celestial card he had this whole time? Huh. Alright. Oh. We'll give Tarek Spell Shield. We're honestly willing to trade away this Mentor too, because we can play another one. I suppose we should probably played a Soldier. What's he got? Okay. 2 cards left.
Smashing! Get ready for a beatdown.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll block that.
And be gone.
If our opponent can pump him out of... yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much over for our opponent.
Sure, you're all shiny and majestic.
We don't need Scryer anymore. We have it even cheaper.
Certainly try.
Alright, let's see what we get. Those are some good cards. Or at least some decent ones. Yeah, we'll keep Traveler out. We came here for story implications. Yeah, it's crazy to pitch all this, but you know what? I don't want to get rid of any of our story cards. We came here for the story. We're gonna keep coming for it. Our opponent is very dead here, so
Now they'll pay attention.
yeah, we will do that. We'll do this. We'll do that and that. Our opponent does have outs. I suppose I should have pulled the pillar over to Aurelian Soul. Alright, and that's the game. GG. As it turns out, the Traveler, good enough for beating some Trundle Aurelian Soul control style deck. Okay, well, this looks like DT Celestials, which just has a combination of Daybreak units and Aurelian Soul / Celestial package to close it out. So this is a pretty competitive deck, so this is definitely going to be a challenge. I think I'm actually going to keep this Deny, since some of the scariest things their deck can do are slow spells. And then we'll keep Mentor because it kind of curves out nicely. Though this hand is not where we want to be in this matchup. We want to be a lot quicker than this. At least our opponent does not have the turn 1 play. But yeah, this hand is really backfiring for us. Yep. We are in extraordinarily bad shape right now. I am completely comfortable saying that. This is about the worst position this deck could be. We're missing all of our early cards. And this Mentor by itself is not going to do a lot for us. But I guess we'll play a Mountain Scryer and try to buff it. I think there's a high chance that Mentor dies this turn before we do anything, but again, it's so tempting to grab the smart cards, but you know what? We're going to go for the Traveler. We came here to travel. Okay, well, I guess we'll get to buff Mountain Scryer. That's pretty ideal. Interesting. Behold the Infinite. Maybe our opponent is playing the, what is that? Relentless Dawn, I think was the name of the deck. Okay, I don't think it has mobilizes. Definitely scary, though. What our opponent just did was 100% scary. Let's see what he's got. Oh, we are at full cards, aren't we? Alright, we'll play this.
They said this climb would be a challenge.
Stay humble, child. Targon will deceive you.
And we would definitely block this Golden Sister if he swings with it. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could pass now that we won't lose a card. Although, again, we lost a Gift Giver. That's not really concerning in the slightest. We'll play Traveler. That's quite a question. I guess we'll take the Scourge for the late game win out of that. Kind of unfortunate, kind of not, considering what we were looking to do this turn. Although, I suppose we can prevent that. The question is whether that's worth it. Yeah, well... No, we can let that happen. We can let that happen. We didn't need him. We're not really in the position to be playing him right now. We care more about this.
Vision hazy. Please ask again later.
I guess we will pump her once, just so she can kill anything that blocks. And we'll do this.
Everyone okay?
Make a really big Traveler.
Believe or burn. Heretic.
Okay. We are fine with that. Although, that is a lot of gems that's going to create. So we'll have to use one. But I mean, we can heal Sojourners now, so that's at least not too bad. So we'll cast this and heal Sojourners. Just so we don't overcap on cards. Alright. Let's see what our opponent has for us in this round. They've at least been spending all of their mana, which is pretty good for us. Oh, Tyari is not bad. Now we can do extra support stuff. What do we want to be doing here? Okay. How worried am I about Leona? Do I have to bounce that? I don't think the answer is yes. Stuns Traveler. So if we play this... Okay, we'll play Priestess. I guess now we take Falling Comet. I think it's tempting to take Golden Sisters ourselves and try to fight our opponent's game. Man, that is a couple of decisions to be made. All right, we'll take this. We'll take this. I'm not sure if that was the right choice, but we'll take it. No, block like that. We're fine losing Priestess. Not sure if they expected us to do something different there, because there really wasn't any benefit to us doing so.
My journey begins here and ends at the top. My humble beginnings.
I do like the dynamic between these. Ooh. That changes things a little bit. I was going to go for the Golden Sisters here, but... Okay, we'll play Scryer first. We can get another Scourge. Is that worth it, though? No, I don't think we want more than one of that.
By the stars.
I prefer a good old-fashioned map and compass.
Okay, and that'll stun Traveler, which we're fine with.
Splendor revealed.
Ravon is bad for us, though, because now he can stun multiple things, which we do not want. Because ideally, we're hoping he doesn't have another stun.
Indeed.
But he does have a Daybreak card in hand, so there's a good chance he does. Yep. That is a way to do it. And I can't actually deny that this turn. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we lost this turn, basically. Because with the double stun, we're not going to attack with a Tyari Mountain Scryer. That's not beneficial for us in any way. That was his Daybreak card that or a Daybreak card, so it's probably the one he created in hand. Although, if it is Leona, maybe not. Maybe that was. I guess it wouldn't create a Leona in hand, probably. Hard to say. Another Sojourner is pretty good for us, actually. Although, we could just play the Scourge this turn. Maybe that's what we're looking to do. Let's see what our opponent does. Okay.
Behold the sun's holy light.
Not a problem yet. Whatever we do, we're fine waiting.
My faith protects
Is that a problem yet? No. Still not a problem yet. I want to play this Scourge, but I have a feeling we won't be able to play Scourge this turn. Okay, that we will deny. That 100% we will deny. That would be game ending for us. Okay, so now we'll probably just play the Warrior. Although, if we play the Warrior, we can't bounce.
A young Rakor once gazed upon these stars.
Let's hope they don't have many more ways to trigger Daybreak. Ooh. Are they really going to give us that? We will 100% trade with Ravon here. Him losing this would be massive for us. Okay, we will trade there. I guess we can give up this. And Tarek can block without dying. Risky business, but we really can't afford to die here. We'll gem to heal Tarek if he lives. Ravon being dead is very good for us, though. Yeah, we're fine with that. I mean, chances are he can trigger Daybreak, which is a little unfortunate. But we'll play the Scourge, I guess. If he doesn't have a Daybreak minion in hand, that might be game. Or a Daybreak spell. Daybreak spell works. So that's gonna be a little scary. Double stun. We'll stun those two. Okay.
We rise.
He's had a fair bit of luck with Leona's, so gotta give our opponent that. Can we even attack? I think the answer is no. So I think we'll just pass. Spell shield on that is unfortunate. Because we don't have elusive. No, double will works, technically. See what our opponent does. I mean, I guess healing also works. Okay, now healing does not work. Alright, we are gonna go for the greed. And heal plus bounce. Drop to 1. See if our opponent has Blessing of Targon. They appear to not. Well, decisions.
The journey to the peak is more
Play
than
Sojourner.
Legends, Traveler.
See what our opponent does. Ah. Well, that's heartbreaking.
Without me.
I wanted that unit.
Sunlight blinds.
I mean, I think we might still be fine. Because we're going to go straight to combat. That goes without saying. Alright. Well. Heal Tarek a bit. And we will go Sojourners, Tyari, Tarek, Traveler, this, and we'll pull the Great Beyond.
Brace yourselves.
Never submit. Unyielding.
Tarek levels up,
I am the protector
and everything gets, what, +2/+2 and Overwhelm? I think we might have it.
Ever vigilant. You are beneath me.
Yeah, that has our opponent dead right there. And with Overwhelm on everything, we can always bounce something to deal even more damage. Oh, yeah, there we go. Whew, 1 health the Dream. That's another win with the Traveler on the board, too. As it turns out, that card's pretty good for us. Alright, last game here, and it looks like we'll be squaring up against, I'm guessing this is Keg Control. A little weird, their champion choice, but I can see it. It can work pretty well. So they're probably going to be control-based, and we finally got our aggro hand. The question is what we want to go with. I guess we'll pitch Gift Giver, and we'll keep this Soldier, Tyari, Mentor. Although this Mentor is almost certainly going to die. There's basically no chance that Mentor of the Stones actually lives. Alright, get that swinging. See what our opponent has, turn 2. I mean, if Tyari plus Soldier lives, then it's possible that Mentor doesn't die next turn, but this seems unlikely. He's gonna kill my Tyari right now. Well, that sucks. We'll take a hit from the deckhand here. Alright, well, that sucked, but here we are. Just play this Mentor of the Stone, see if it lives.
And stop staring.
I assume, based off that parley, they probably have another one. So, Mentor's probably dead. Oh, make it rain. The thing we were worried about in the first place. Alright, we'll take this trade if our opponent's willing to give it. We'll take it. Or we'll get the free damage through. Alright, damage it is.
Suppose you want in on this.
Well, they are running out of cards. That is the only thing we have going for us right now. That is a temptation to go Gem plus Mentor instead of Mountain Scryer, which was the original play here.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one.
That is incredibly cocky of our opponent. Incredibly cocky and incredibly stupid. They could have gone red card, killed our blocker. They didn't, even though they knew we had gems.
Got a surprise for him.
Yeah, I thought that's what they'd do. Alright, let's see what happens.
Speak, I say.
Oh, perfect. That is ideal. Because we are going to pump it.
Crystals.
You got legs. Use them.
Yep, we're fine with that. We knew Mentor is dead, but you know, he was dead regardless. At least we got his activation in.
Safety will cost you.
Grifter's not that concerning. This is definitely a Golden Sisters.
I know these paths.
As tempting as Great Beyond is, we're gonna need life gain soon. Also, this TF is a supremely concerning factor for us. He's drawing so many cards off it. If it does level up, that's pretty much game over for us, so we are very concerned about that. Yeah, Mentor of Stones isn't too bad. If he gives us the chance, we'll try to heal our soldier again. Okay. That's fine. So we'll heal soldier, play sisters.
Once was two, now is one.
Siblings once were inseparable.
Okay. That's fine.
Treasures of the ages for price.
Yep, that is exactly what we were worried about. Okay, nothing dies to the AoE. So we'll play Tarek here.
Clarity. No matter the gift, we are honored by your presence.
Okay.
Blue as the serpentine.
Hopefully we get an attack in. Okay. So we will pump Tarek. We will swing with this.
Look sharp.
Like that.
Never submit.
That way we give tough to the life gain.
Credit denied. What's that you got there?
Alright. Nothing dies to a yellow card yet.
Close your eyes.
Okay. Smooth Soloist is a little bit concerning.
Something for all of you.
Doesn't do anything to these two, though. Then we will heal that. We've built an impressive board state, if nothing else. Okay, well, that's gonna kill him anyways. We tried. Tried our best. We'll have a deny up now. That's pretty good for us, at least. The problem is, yeah, gold card will kill anything it hits currently. Oh, that is ours, isn't it? Yep, that's fine.
The serpentine.
We're gonna play this gift giver first.
Every gem you bestow
We don't want to run out
reflects
this
the
mentor
beauty of our
yet.
world.
This is our goal, is to play mentor and arbiter this turn. Okay. I'm not that worried about that. Well, we'll take the 4. That's not that scary yet. Yeah, I guess we'll heal this.
Sapphire, gem of our divine patron.
Do we play this? That's the real question. Okay. And that's why we didn't play it.
Me a shark.
How many are targeting Tarek? Only 1. And Tarek is basically the only one we actually care about right now? I think? Do we even care about Tarek? That's the better question. Yes. We do in fact care about Tarek.
I'm a people person.
The problem here is if he has, like, Make It Rain.
Come, Guardian.
Trespassers will be vanquished.
What's he got?
Yeah, you don't want to cross me.
Yeah, we're fine with that.
Partner.
What does he have? Warning Shot is pretty bad for us, but we're just gonna go for this, I guess.
There is nowhere left to go.
Forgot we were gonna have to look at the animation here. Yep. Go like that. That's a lot of damage in the air,
You should stay.
but not enough to kill our opponent. I don't think we're going to get there with this one, but we've
Sit back down.
done our best. That's cocky. He's lucky, though, that we don't have an answer to that. But, like, if we have a way to buff our Silver Sisters or deny the red card, he just loses. Alright, yep, and that is game. Well, can't win them all. But there's no way for us to build enough of a board to live through that state, so that's just game. Nothing we can do about it. Oh well, 2-1. That's actually, honestly, better than I expected for this deck, so is what it is. Not bad. That's Tyari for you. So overall, our deck did pretty well. We went 2-1 in our matches. I had an audio issue for recording Dash of Flavor, the intro, particularly the voice lines. I usually disable my microphone, and I forgot to re-enable it for the first couple of games I played. So actually, the deck went 4-1 in recordings, and unfortunately the first 2 I had to, well, essentially scrap. Like I mentioned in the beginning, you can check my Instagram for at least... I know the one win against SD Aristocrats will be on there. I might include the other one. It was a little less flashy, but... we beat BF Tempo Sejuani, we beat SD Aristocrats with no champions, we beat DT Celestials, we beat the Aurelian Soul Control sort of thing, and we just lost to the Pirate Aggro deck, that, well, sort of Pirate Aggro deck, that just got under what we were trying to do, and even that, we were still pretty close. So the deck actually did a lot better than I thought. I was really worried going into it that the deck was going to have a hard time actually winning and, like, closing out, because you get these really huge creatures, but your opponent can chump block them a lot, and so Arbiter turned out to be an even better win condition than I thought, since Overwhelm actually makes it really benefit from the buffs that this deck pumps out really quickly, and just helps force that extra bit of damage through, and was just it was just way more effective than I expected it to be, and we can get it off for pretty cheap, although it still comes down really into the late game at that point, so Arbiter's never really going to be an early game card. You'd have to really build around that with a lot of probably gems and stuff like that, so even still, it's definitely a late game bomb. It's not so much an early game one. Well, like, we can consistently get it down to like 3 or 4 costs, but we're still casting on turn like 8 or 9. But yeah, so that's a great finisher right there. And then Ghost was... I thought it was going to be good in this deck, but it's way more of a Hail Mary bomb than I thought. The fact is Tarek just pushes that card so far ahead because of the fact that he copies whatever was cast on him last, so you can Ghost 2 things, and if you've been buffing your units the whole game, which our entire deck is designed to do that, then your Tarek, as well as what it supports, will likely be massive bodies on their own, so it can actually close out a game super quickly off that. Not to mention, I beat SD Aristocrats off simply playing an Aurelian Soul while they're at 10 health and ghosting it and swinging for lethal. And they didn't have an answer. Of course, with Aurelian Soul, it's even better because they need not 1 answer, but 2. But yeah, our curve is actually pretty strong. Mentor of Stones definitely dies a lot, but didn't die nearly as much as I expected him to. And Mountain Sojourners was actually super good in this deck. I was a little worried that a 5 cost was going to be a little too slow for what we were, well, to be competitive against some good decks. But I mean, we played against a lot of pretty high tier, or at least fairly meta decks. The Trundle Soul control deck was a little bit spicier, but still was roughly the same kind of matchup. And then Celestials is at least B tier, and the Tempo Sejuani game that unfortunately I lost the audio for, that was a pretty solid win as well. So the deck actually can get it done pretty well, and it's just extremely flavorful at the same time. I mean, you even saw, like, just for the point of the story, we kept grabbing the Traveler off Invokes, which, you know, it's definitely not the best target, though the fact that Traveler invokes when it enters means you're getting kind of 2 cards for 1, so it's not that bad. But generally speaking, I mean, the other options should be more powerful, like the Warrior or like Comet and stuff like that, but we kept taking Traveler for the flavor, and yet somehow it still ended up being an all-star and being very problematic for our opponent. So that was also surprising. I didn't expect the Traveler to be as good as it was, despite the fact that I kept taking it. I kept taking it, being like, man, I should take Comet here, but you know, we got to take the Traveler because that's the whole point of the deck, and then somehow that didn't even handicap us. It's pretty crazy. The whole idea of this was to have a pretty casual deck that's just really fun and flavorful, so you can really get a feel for the lore and the world of Targon, or not world, but the region of Targon, and just really be in the story of it. So that was the whole point of the deck, and it ended up doing way better than expected. So that's definitely cool. I highly recommend trying this deck out. It ended up being a lot more fun than even I thought. Like, I thought it was gonna be fun, but it just feels so good when you have Sojourners plus something else, and they're just all pumping each other. And if you have like this crazy Congo line of like Sojourners, Tarek, and then like the Traveler or something like that, it gets so crazy, and it's funny to see all of that go down. And a leveled up Tarek, which is very easy for our deck to actually do, despite him having a pretty hard level up condition, just is a cool card to see getting that much use. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment below, and subscribe for more videos just like it.